Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Imelda, and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about melasma. Melasma. If you don't know what melasma is, this is a picture of what melasma looks like, and it is usually caused by overproduction of pigments in the skin, melanin. So this usually happens when someone has been using lightening products before but stopped. And even if you have not stopped, it just because your skin is thinner and there's sun exposure. So when the sun is hitting your skin and you are bleaching, this is what causes these dark patches. But melasma is not only caused by bleaching. It can also be hereditary. There are some people that naturally have it along the side of their chin. Normally comes around this area like this. Your skin is a bit darker. So that can also be a cause of melasma. It can be genetic, it can be due to bleaching products, and it can be due to pregnancy. Pregnancy is another thing that can cause melasma. For pregnant women, if you notice during for some pregnant women they get darker around their neck or some sides of their face, their body overall gets darker when they are pregnant. So yeah, that can be the cause of melasma. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how we can get rid of melasma fast and easy. So the products that can be used to treat melasma are hydroquinone, which if you know is the queen odogu of the skincare community. Now, this product is a bit controversial because of its the way people abuse it. And hydroquinone is like the best and the highest recommended lightening product when it comes to treating hyperpigmentation. It is the gold standard, is like number one, but if abused it can come with like severe side effects. That's why people don't really recommend it. They prefer if you go for like the ones that have lesser side effects. Now for hydroquinone you cannot use it for more than 3 months. 3 months max. So one of the side effects of hydroquinone is onchronosis. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but this is basically what it looks like, and is usually due to overuse. That if you use it for more than 3 months, so that's why it's not really advised in the skincare community, but it's the gold standard. So I advise that if you want to use hydroquinone to fix your melasma, you couple it with tretinoin, which is and like a stronger form of vitamin E, and it is used to help increase cell turnover. So hydroquinone and tretinoin paired together is going to be a whole game changer for treating melasma. But you have to be careful. You cannot use hydroquinone even if you don't get desired results after 3 months. I'll suggest that you stop using hydroquinone, but you can keep using tretinoin. So these two combo together will help fix melasma. Yes. So the two work hand in hand to enhance the work of the other one. So when paired together, killer combo. Another thing you can also use for melasma, tranexamic acid. So there are some products that contain tranexamic acid. I will not just go for products that contain only tranexamic acid. I like to go for products that are all rounded, not just products that contain one particular ingredient. Like I would much rather go for products that have tranexamic acid, alpha butene, maybe high hyaluronic acid, so that all these three products are targeted at enhancing like skin radiance and also nourishing the skin, so you don't have like cluster of products and you have to use them one by one. And also you can use niacinamide. Niacinamide is not going to totally fix your melasma alone. It's just like maintenance when you're treating your melasma. So I'll say niacinamide. Alpha arbutin also is actually very, very good. Alpha arbutin is also like very good, like it is an alternative for hydroquinone, and it get converted into hydroquinone when it gets absorbed into the skin. It is a milder alternative to using hydroquinone, but the results are not as fast as just using raw hydroquinone. They don't watch out for the side effects of using hydroquinone. They just keep using it even if they have not gotten results. That's why people opt for alpha arbutin that can be used longer, for a longer time frame, as opposed to hydroquinone. So now we're going to create a routine for treating melasma. So firstly, I'll suggest that I go with like a mild moisturizer, mild cleanser, nothing too fancy. You can go for the um simple face wash, or you can also go for face facts ceramide face wash. Then you can go in with like a very simple toner. You can go in with like the simple toner. It's something that just helps to soothe. Then you can go in with your alpha arbutin serum. I like this one from the ordinary. And then you go in with sunscreen. If you are treating melasma, sunscreen is a must. You don't even, that's non-negotiable. If you don't have any of these things in your skincare routine, your sunscreen is the most important while treating melasma, because you don't want that pigmentation to go deeper or get darker, and the sun is something that is automatically going to make it darker. Do you get what I'm saying? So you want a very good coverage sunscreen. I have a video on sunscreen. I'm going to pin it here. And yeah, you need a very good sunscreen. So during the day, you go in with your cleanser, your toner, alpha butane, then you go in with your sunscreen. So at night, your nighttime skincare routine for somebody that has melasma should be going in with a very simple face wash, and then you go in, you let your face to dry, because you're not supposed to be using tretinoin on damp skin. I have a video also pinned here on how to use tretinoin to avoid irritation if you're just starting. So firstly, you go in with your tretinoin. No, you go in with your hydroquinone. Then that's when your face is dry. After you finish washing, your face is not going to be completely dry because you have used a cleanser that does not completely strip your skin of all these natural oils. So you go in with your hydroquinone, apply a thin layer, then you wait for 10 to 15 minutes. Apply your hydroquinone mostly on the affected areas if it is significantly darker than the rest of your face. But I would say if it's not so significantly darker, you can apply it all over your face. But if the places where you have the melasma is significantly darker and the area or the texture of the skin is thicker, I'll suggest that you start with those areas. You apply it a thin layer, then you wait for 10 to 15 minutes, then go in with tretinoin. Now for tretinoin, you apply a pea-sized amount of tretinoin on all over your face. Tretinoin is not used as a spot treatment, so you apply it all over your face, and then you don't go to bed right after doing your skincare, because then all your skincare products are just going to be on your pillowcase, which is work done equals to zero. So you're going to do your skincare when it is like 2 hours before you go to bed, so all that can just really absorb into your skin. Then when you have waited for like 10 minutes after your tretinoin application, now with your tretinoin, if you're just starting tretinoin journey, I suggest you start with the 0.025, or you start with the 0.05% tretinoin. And yeah, so that's if you're treating only melasma. And if you're treating melasma and you have acne, beware that tretinoin can kind of cause a purge for 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, sorry. That's basically because the skin cells are renewing faster. The acne that is underlying in your skin is going to be brought to the surface much faster. So it's going to appear like you're breaking out more, which is not really the case because the tretinoin is just bringing everything to the surface. So basically, that's what it is. But if you don't have acne and you just have melasma, then you're good to go. I don't think that's a problem for you, but do this routine only 3 times a week. Now you can do it on a Monday, on a Wednesday, and on a Friday. And when you are done applying your tretinoin on your skin, you're going to wait for another 10 minutes, and then you go in with your very gentle moisturizer. You don't want a moisturizer that have actives in it because you're already using two actives in this routine. So you go in with your gentle moisturizer. I would say the simple moisturizer is actually still good, and face facts, any of those ones that their basic use is just to moisturize, because in this routine you don't want anything that is too harsh on your skin. So like I said, you're going to start with doing this routine 3 times a week, and yeah, you're going to see your melasma get lighter. And during the day you're going to make sure you reapply your sunscreen twice every I don't reapply my sunscreen every two after every 2 hours, to be very honest, because who is doing all of that? But you have to be consistent with reapplying like 2 to 3 hours just till your skin is clear again. You just have to sacrifice and reapply your sunscreen. You try, because you don't want all your hard work to go down the drain. So yeah. So if all of this, if the hydroquinone and you have used if you use hydroquinone and tretinoin and use alpha butane, if you have gone through this whole routine for give it um from 1 to 3 months, if you don't see any improvement, then you can try going for a chemical peel. Now a chemical peel is a type of peel. It's just exposing your face under like um medical supervision to higher strength of um acids. Now these acids has to be used by like a practitioner, like your esthetician, a dermatologist, like somebody in the medical field that can help you. So it just removes that top layer of skin after a week. And I'm going to put a video here of how it looks and how the skin peels, and that way you can go in and get like 2 to 3 sessions depending on how bad the melasma is. Your doctor is going to let you know how many sessions you have to have like the melasma completely taken care of. So yeah, that's going to be an alternative if all of this does not work. So that brings us to the end of the video. Please, if you found the video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. I answer every questions. And yeah, see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.